Today, the gospel is quite long. I'm not going to focus on all of it, but I want to focus on one particular phrase where Jesus warns all of us that we can't have two masters. So, what does he mean by that? Jesus tells us that there's one God we have to obey and love, and all others we push aside. We can't put any others above God, he is the only one. And if we love God, but then focus on another that we think is just as important, Jesus says we can't do that. We have to focus on Him, the one and only. And we all struggle with different gods in our life. And by gods, I mean things that we think are important that distract us from our relationship from God. There's so many examples of that. Money. Today in the gospel, Jesus warns us that we can't serve God and money at the same time. That with money, people become obsessive about it and they work so much that they don't even work on Sunday, that they don't feel that is important, and they don't keep Sunday as a sacred day, and they're not happy, and they use money as a false god. But God can satisfy our every longing. He gives us inner peace. So, yes, there are some people that maybe think a lot about money, but maybe they have other gods too. Something else that's more important than their relationship with God, for example. Last week, I talked about the different saints that had, we can say colorful pasts, that were sinners. And then they had a conversion and related and loved God. Look at the Venerable Matt Talbot. So for many years, his false god was alcohol. And then he realized that all the drinking and alcohol was ruining his relationship with God and other people. That drinking was his false god. And he really worked to break loose of that and break loose of that control and focus on God's love. So Matt Talbot had to divorce himself of that drinking. Just like all of us have our own false gods that we often put in place of God and prevent us from focusing on Him like we should. So now is a good time for us to pray to the Holy Spirit, ask Him to help us recognize what our false gods are that we're so tied to and that distract us from having a relationship with God and other people. We need to pray for the strength to work on letting those go and focusing on God so that He can give us the true inner peace. Thank you, and God bless you.